Mike. I'm very pleased and delighted to receive this award this morning. It was one of my goals to be standing in front of you all and be recognized for my achievement and my qualities. Today is a special day for me, and I'm sure as members of Weary Ramblers, for many of you, as you are here present in the fulfillment of one of my goals. Firstly, I'd like to thank Toastmasters International for awarding me this certificate. I'd like to thank Toastmasters for developing a program which inspires men and women like you and I to learn the art of speaking, thinking, and listening. Toastmasters is very ably, through clubs like ours, able to help people to learn the communication skills in a very safe, comfortable, and a supporting environment like ours. And in doing so, members are able to gain self-esteem, self-confidence, assertiveness, which helps them to become better leaders, better employers, better workers, and in my case, even a better spouse. To attain this award, obviously there were challenges, but I was able to overcome them. I was able to gain the necessary skills and the maturity required. There are two qualities that I feel that really helped me on my journey to achieve this. And before I go into those, I'd just like to mention that before Toastmasters, I was very unconfident, or I would say, and most of you would agree, very nervous standing in front of people for public speaking. But I was able to challenge my fears, overcome them, and in 1 year of my Toastmasters journey, able to achieve this Competent Communicator Award. This does mark an achievement of one of my goals, and I like personally, and I'm sure you all would agree, you'd like to see hard work being rewarded. The two qualities that I mentioned that helped me through my journey, and I'm sure if you acquire it in your journey, will enable you to be here one day, stand up here and achieve this award. And one is hard work. Success is no accident. You have to put in the hard yards, as Mike alluded to earlier. Through my journey, I felt that in order to achieve something, I had to put in the effort. Everyone wants to be a winner, but how many are prepared to actually put in the effort, the time required to reach that goal? I was able to do so with writing of speeches, with the time spent preparing for these speeches, the rehearsals, and the personal sacrifice of my own time to come in here early. And today I feel that effort, that hard work has paid off. Secondly, a key quality that I developed was persistence. On a journey to greatness, there are setbacks. But what winners are able to do is master the ability to bounce back from failure. And I realized that persistence is a decision. Persistence helps develop endurance, which then helps build character. In my case, as I stood up here in our meetings, I was nervous. I made mistakes. I had setbacks. But the key thing was I decided to turn up to the next meeting, to try and speak, to try and iron out the errors that I made. If I made mistakes there, I then decided to turn up to the next and the next meeting. And that helped me iron out the setbacks that were there in my personal ability to achieve this award. Obviously, there were people through my journey that I that really helped me to be here today. And I'd like to take this opportunity to congratulate the members of the Weary Ramblers Club, because without them, without your constructive evaluations, without your constructive techniques that you mentioned, without your encouraging words after my speeches, or even your ideas that then helped me plant a seed in my mind for the next speech, I wouldn't be here. However, there are two key Weary Ramblers that I'd like to mention today that have been very influential in my journey. Firstly, my mentor, none other than Mike Diggins. Mike has always encouraged me, has always supported me in almost everything I have done in Toastmasters. With his gentle wisdom and great wit, he has pushed me to master the art of public speaking. I'd like to thank Mike once again. The other person I'd like to mention is Chrissy McDonald. Chrissy, thank you for all those lunchtime pep chats that we have had, the supporting and encouraging emails, and the materials that you have shared with me, especially around the evaluation side of my journey. Really appreciate that. On a personal note, I'd like to sincerely express my appreciation to my wife, who has been an inspiration to many of my speeches, as you know, but more so to endure this endless hours of rehearsals, especially during the earlier part of my journey, where I was so nervous to even come up and stand up here, and she would be timing my speeches and go over and over and over, but she persevered. Maybe I could say even she gained some persistence and character through it. Lastly, I'd like to thank you all once again. And I'd just like to say that if you are determined to put in the hard yards, if you are able to persevere, that you will achieve a goal that you have set to. And this award just culminates my first year as a Toastmaster, but I assure you there's more to come. This award just motivates me to develop more, and in the process help maybe some of you members to come up and stand here and receive this award. Thank you once again.